Hello. So, picked up a Asante card. Let me get rid of the monitor. I don't need it. So I picked up a network card for my 2CI because I need one for AUX. And not a bad deal. It's new old stock. But the box that it came in didn't look that great. Sorry, just a second. So, one, the card was wrapped in paper, no bubble wrap or anything. And this is what the box looked like when I got it. So, punch through the bottom. Fortunately, this box was deep enough that it didn't appear to damage the card. Here's the card. So, I mean, it looks okay. Hopefully it functions okay. But if you run your fingers across the back of the bag it was in, all of the solder joints punched through holes. So it got pushed pretty hard, unless it was that way to begin with. So we'll see. So I've got to switch cameras here. Alright. Get this monitor off. Let's not crush the card. Forgotten how heavy these things are. Okay. I'm just gonna shuffle that over a little bit. Unplug the power. I love the layout for these cases. So it's a really nice box. You can get the things in it. You don't have to unscrew a bunch of stuff. You do have to worry about brittle plastic, but it seems to be okay. So I'm going to move the mic here a little bit. Alright, so I'm working around a tablet camera here, so it's a little bit awkward. Just to give you an idea what I've done with this case, this is an internal blue SCSI kit that has an activity diode and a power diode. Not using the power diode, just the activity light. Got our SCSI ribbon here, cable. It's got 4 megabytes of RAM plus another 16 megabytes. The video is on board and it uses the first 4 banks for video. So I've got 20 megabytes to work with, which is enough for AUX. I'll get more memory and max it out later. This is the cache card. Yes, it has the latest and greatest firmware on it. I even did the beta firmware for CD-ROM support, hoping that it might work, because when you load AUX on here, you have to use CD-ROM drive and media. Unfortunately, it doesn't report it as a compatible CD-ROM card, and it's beta, so I didn't expect it to work. But fortunately, I have a compatible CD-ROM drive from my Performa 550. So I was able to put that in here and then hook the blue SCSI up externally, because I only have the one power adapter and I only have one SCSI connector. So, but it worked. You know, I was able to get it. I'm going to repeat a video. I'm going to record it so I can speed up the slow bits for installing AUX from scratch. So anyway, so let's see if we get this thing to work. So I don't think it matters at all which slot you put it in. So I'm going to try this one. Do not know if these slots work. I've never actually put a NuBUS card in before. So I guess the case edge just holds the top of that over there. I think that's all the way in. Looks like it's seated. Feels solid. All right, I guess the top of the box or the case actually kind of holds it still. So that should be all that we need there. NuBUS slots are fiddly. Great. Okay, so it's in. To give myself space here, I'm going to go for broke and slap the monitor back on top of the case. That way you can hear me grunt when it doesn't work and I have to take it off again. Let me get a network cable here. Apologize for the noise. I just rearranged my desk and things are not necessarily in the optimum spot. So my switch is actually over on the other side. Excuse my back. And I don't have my glasses on. And that's rather dark. Get your glasses on, fool. Okay. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. A little snug. Come back here, you. All right. Okay, power's in. Monitor's on top. Let's see if we can get this over here so you can see the monitor. This is not the ideal arrangement for this arm. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to look at it at an angle. It's just the way it is. Let's see. Fancy Ethernet. Yes, the best 10 megabit you can get. Yeah, my shirt could be a green screen. Speaking of shirts, I've got something special to show everybody when I'm at the end of the stream. So, yes, planning for success. Alright, so, no, that is not the right keyboard. This is the right keyboard. And I think AUX is going to recognize it's got a new card, and it's going to hopefully reconfigure itself so that it detects the new card and works. So we'll turn it on. and see what happens. Of course, I didn't read up on this part because I didn't have a network card when I installed it. Wait for that CRT glow. CRT glow. Well, at this angle, that the refresh doesn't make it too bad. I mean, you've got a rage party going on with the monitor. Do. Can't quite see the whole screen. Let's see if I can reposition a bit. There. Okay, Apple Workgroup Server 95. Checking. So I accidentally powered this down once, and it took about 20 minutes for it to check the hard drives when it rebooted. I was afraid I was going to have to reinstall it, although I did take a snapshot image of the blue SCSI SD, so I should do that again after it recognizes this network card. Okay, it's checking the root file system. Not the speediest boot in the universe. Initializing device drivers, so it's hopefully detected the new card. Starting background processes. This is system 7.0.1. You cannot upgrade it in AUX. You have to use it out of the box as it came. In fact, not all programs will work with it. It's rather picky. So Dan has been playing around with it, installing different programs, trying to get it to work. HyperCard works in it, fortunately. One of his stacks that had a sound extension installed in the stack did not work. So, but I don't know if that was 7.0.1 or AUX. Yeah, well, you know, AUX was only around for a couple of years. They didn't do a lot with it. I mean, it's kind of amazing. They got a Unix system married to a Macintosh OS. They did some integration that was pretty good. But, you know, they abandoned it. This could have been OS X down the road, possibly. It would have been nice to have had this kind of a system back in the day. Okay, it's slowly getting there. So it had to rebuild its device drivers and all that. It should play Jeopardy music while it's doing this. No, please, nobody play Jeopardy music. Yeah. Okay, so it's up and running. I'll get this out of the way. While it's still, actually, there we go. So I guess I need to go into the control panels. Network. Aha! EtherTalk. Yay! Will interrupt current network services that have been established. I don't care. An error occurred trying to install the selected AppleTalk connection. The built-in local talk port will be used instead. So that's not good. Maybe because I don't have TCP IP set? Oh, cool. ThinkC will work. Which version of ThinkC? 5 or 6? More. Okay, I've not messed around with this version of MacTCP. Okay, gateway. You don't edit it here? How do you do this? I'm probably going to have to look this up to figure out what to do. I bet you have to use Unix commands. Well, anyway, it does recognize it's got a card. Must restart changes to take effect. Right. I didn't make any changes. Well, you have to use the command line. Great. Okay. I'll have to dig that up. So, I'm probably not going to do this right now. You know, maybe I should boot from just a plain old 7 disk and see if it works. Okay, well, it appears to be a functional card. Should we just wing it and dig up the documentation and look? Why not? I mean, I got nothing. I took the day off from work because I was not feeling well. I took a rapid test and I'm negative, so thankfully it's not COVID, as far as I know. So far I've avoided that one. But my allergies are probably just kicking my you-know-what. You can hear my voice is a little bit froggy. And I'm also a little fuzzy-headed. I ended up sleeping most of the morning. So I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be at doing this right now. Let's see if I can find the documentation. So, did anybody see Steve Mac84's stream last night where he was fixing floppy drives? I mean, trying to talk somebody through, you know, doing some hardware stuff over a telephone, which I've done in the past, is hard enough. Doing it while you also have a delay is very frustrating, and then having to type all the instructions. Yeah, I'll test for a couple of days. We still have quite a few kits left, so we've got kits to burn right now. I guess if I get a script from my general practitioner, I can get free kits through my pharmacy, so I'm going to have to do that. So anyway, alright, so let's see if I can find the manuals. Blah, blah, blah. You can tell I'm not at peak performance right now because I'm having to go. Where did I put those? Oh yeah, in a directory called Apple AUX, so I could find them later. Documentation. Now the question is, which one? Probably the installation guide. Actually, it's probably not the installation guide, but I'm going to look anyway. Let's see if there's anything about... Network configuration. It's probably setting up accounts and peripherals. Because this is, I think, just the installation. Planning the installation, preparing the hard disk. Setting up root, logging in and out. Yeah, this is not the manual. Network system administration. That looks promising. Okay, establishing a two-system network. Choosing a host name. Mask. Okay, this looks like adding systems to a network. Oh. You're going to walk me through it even better. So, command shell. And let's see, said to run. Now I got to find it again. Open the command prompt and type new config without the quotes. New config. Making a backup copy, preparing to build new kernel. Oh, so this is forcing the kernel rebuild for new hardware. This may take several minutes. Okay. You'll be prompted for the hostname, IP address, net mask, and other networking parameters. Sweet. Hey, Alex. So who we got here? We got Bill Goats, who I've been watching vicariously to learn how to AUX. Thank you. 1-Bit Fever Dreams, Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. Hey, Garth Beagle. So, are there a bunch of people that are ditching work today? I know some of you are in different time zones. So it's still building the kernel. You're just copying and pasting from Penelope. That is an awesome site. I mean, I will say this. I pointed it out to Ron, and some of you may know Ron's got a color blindness issue, and their hardware compatibility graph is green and red to distinguish whether the machine is compatible or not with which version, which is just a solid block of color, damn. So, sorry, Jeremy. I hope that's only temporary if that's the case. I've been fortunate. I've been laid off 3 times across my career, and each time landed in a better position. So, I think once I actually I contracted back to the company that laid me off for a month because they, screwed up and laid off people too soon. So that was good. I got to set the rate. They tried to negotiate it down and said, well, we never pay contractors that much. And I said, you're gonna this time. So that worked out. That was a long time ago, though. Still building a new kernel. Restarting kernel parameters. Oh, no, restoring, not restarting. Oh, God. Sorry. Old man noises. I'm really sore. So that's the challenge. I didn't feel well, so I slept most of the morning. But staying in bed that long is kind of hard on me. Back and shoulder and all sorts of stuff. I've got Well, you don't want to hear the whole story, but I used to do karate and I tore up my knee, so I have a lot of knee issues. Checking for installation information. Ethernet cards installed. Yay. Would you like to configure this interface for IP? Yes, I would. And it helps if you type on the right keyboard. Yes. Which is the default. Please enter a host name. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, earlier I went by SDGOL for things instead of Eric's Edge. This is a name that was that I created back when my younger, much younger kids got onto Steam and they wanted me to play games with them. So it's Supreme Dark Galactic Overlord, because I wanted to make sure they knew that they were in for a whooping when I played games with them. I'm not that supreme. I might be dark. I'm certainly not a galactic overlord, but that's what I did. It's kind of a play on a character inside a science fiction book by Heinlein called The Rolling Stones, and there was the father of the family helped pay for getting single H for their rocket by doing an Earth serial series that had a dark galactic overlord or something like that in it. So I made myself the Supreme Dark Galactic Overlord. Anyway, long story short. So I'm going to go with SDGOL for the host name. Please enter a NIS domain name. Okay, I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. What is a NIS domain name? Networking is not my strength at all. COBOL. Could have been. I avoided COBOL in college like the plague because I did not want to work with accountants and accounting and number crunching and bean counting and all that stuff. And of course the first job I got out of college was working with some accountants on a back office food costing application, so didn't avoid it. Not that I have anything against accountants or accountancy, but not something I wanted to do. So alright, so I need to look up what the heck the NIS domain name is, because unless somebody out there has helpful instructions, I'm all ears. So I'm gonna look it up in here. NIS. No, that's administration. NIS space. Doesn't appear at all. Domain name does. Host name, domain name, Ethernet. Okay. Choosing a host name. Every network machine must have a name. Yours has been set up with the default names mentioned earlier. The host name you choose must be no longer than 31 characters. Should not include bang, backslash, question mark, or asterisk, and must be unique on your network. Well, that's easy. The host name is public and used by everyone in your network to access files, right? Okay, whatever. Two machines set up on the network and referred to hostname 1 and hostname 2. If you intend to use NFS and the yellow pages, you should also determine the correct yellow pages domain name for blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think this might actually be about something else, but we're gonna obtaining an internet address. AUX allows you to set broadcast address by responding to prompts. Determining a net mask. Okay, that's a little too far. So is there any reason why the host name and the domain name can't be the same? Just make something up for the NIS address. If you get it wrong, you can change it later. Okay? Well, this is the NIS domain name. That you mean the same thing. Okay? Not the Supreme Dark Galactic Overlord. Well, it does have none for a option. Could I just leave it nothing? Okay, the host name represents the network or system used to deliver a user to a certain address or location. Domain name represents the site. Oh, like a domain controller. User is accessing. Not for me, Google. Yeah. Alright, we're just going to go with that. Enter an internet address. Alright, so this has got to be my 192.168, etc. It would be a hard-coded address instead of doing DHCP then. So give me a second. Let me make sure I'll use an address that is available, that I can lock down. So go to my... Oh, come on. I'm not searching for it. I want to go to it. 190. Okay. No, that's not going to work either. Hang on. Gotta go into my browser. That's the NAS. That's not what I want. I don't think that's right. Ah. Okay, we're in. Let me make sure. Yeah, you can't see that screen, so we're good. Let's see what my attached devices are. Okay, I've got something I can use. 92.168.1.66. Okay, I think this is supposed to be 255.255.255.0. If I remember correctly. Hey, if we get it wrong, I just do it again, right? Oh, can't see the chat. Excuse me. Okay, as long as I get the IP address right, that'll be fine. Okay. Okay, sure. Let's give it a try. To avoid kernel device inconsistencies, reboot immediately. The new configuration will take effect when the system is rebooted. Okay. I know there's a command for rebooting, but I can't remember what it is. So I am just going to go to the Finder, Special, Restart. Yeah, networking is something that, you know, of course I set up my home network. I've got routers and etc. and all that stuff, but don't ask me to set up a, an AD system, Active Directory or any of that stuff. I probably could, but why? I let other people do that kind of stuff. Welcome to Macintosh. AUX startup. Workgroup server 95. Now I should be able to see what the settings are by going into MacTCP, I assume. Oh. Of course I have to touch init tab. When do you not touch init tab? Well, I should go to the Penelope site. Obviously, that's where the instructions are. Penelope. Is that under the AUX installation? 10 megabit Ethernet networking. Open a command prompt. Yeah, I see where you're reading from now. Okay. Networking must also be enabled in the etc init tab, and the default route must be set. Here's a relevant portion from my etc init tab. Wait for networking, respawn for networking. Wait, okay. So you can run the syslog daemon. You need to set default route. Okay. Oh, login. One of these days I'll get a scaler and a second video card so I can capture this screen. I can do it by using a terminal session from my 520C, because the 520C external video is at 60 Hertz, so my cheap VGA to HDMI capture card actually works for that. But it's kind of annoying to set up, and I'd like to be able to do it over a network, so instead of using serial. I'm just happy this card appears to be functional so far. So I was really disappointed when I got the box. And why don't these people package things properly? I mean, it's not a monitor or something like that, but geez, just wrapping paper around the card? Not good. I'm not going to embarrass the guy by telling, publicly posting how disappointed I was, but I will send him a private message and say, hey, dude, do a better job packaging. Okay, so it's up and running. Command shell. I could use the text editor, or I could use VI. I have no problem using VI. So, TC, Sorry if you guys can't see the screen very well. First, I'll make a copy of inittab, cp, inittab to inittab dot 2022 0810 NOS inittab star. Okay, you can see I had it set up so that I had an init tab that enables AppleTalk and another init tab that allows me to do serial communication. Hacker. Yeah. Alright, so vi init tab. Boom. Let me make the screen a bit bigger. Okay. So we need to find the NFS0, the port map. This needs to be set to wait instead of off. So, and I already forgot I'm in VI. So, XXX, I for insert, wait. Okay. Oh, whoop, that's not the escape key, Eric. You're on a different keyboard. And you're doing it wrong. Learn to VI. Where is the frickin' escape key? Do you do a shift tilde? I don't know how the keyboard. Ah, there it is. It's way down. Weird keyboard layout. Pardon my French. Oh, I deleted the whole line. What's the undo in VI? See, this is the problem. I think I know VI. People think they know VI. VI. Oh, wrong keyboard. VI command undo line delete. Use the U, comma, the command U or undo commands. If you are an insert in any other mode, use escape. So undo. So I'm in. Make sure I'm in escape. Okay, that's just one undo. Crap. Oh, this is easy enough to fix. So we're in escape. No, that's not what I want. Quit without a save. VI init tab. It's one way of solving that problem. Yeah, thanks, Bill Goats. I appreciate the help. Let's get to the right line, Eric. Okay, X, 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 insert, wait. All right, escape. And that's the first line. We need to respawn initd. That's way down here. XXX, insert, RES, make sure PAWN, like it says right there, respawn. And then net6, wait, so wait to run syslog daemon. Okay, so we're going to escape. And that's 2 lines down. XXX, insert, wait. All right, so There's other things here, like if I'm running a name server, I could set that up. I'm not going to do that yet. What I'm thinking about doing here is, I was never a sysadmin, don't claim to be one, but you know, I'd like to learn how to actually do the administration of a network like this. So I'm thinking about setting up kind of a old-timey Macintosh Office network, where you've got, you know, your classic computer networked in, and, you know, laptops that temporarily dock and network in, and do all that stuff, and wear old polyester suits while I sit here and pretend to be a business. No, I'm not going to wear a suit. You have to do that too much at work as it is. Not a polyester suit either. I like natural fibers. Wool. Anyway, that's another topic. So that should be all that has to happen in inittab. You can set the default route in RC by adding the following line. Of course, you will need to change to IP address to reflect that of your gateway. That happens to be the IP address of my gateway. So let's do that. So I think we're done here. Right quit. RC. Okay, so we're gonna cp rc to rc.2022 10. Whoops. 8 10. That's rc. All right, virc. And we're going to do the domain. Alright, finally, to allow your AUX system to browse the internet, you must provide a means to resolve host names into. Okay, so this is the names. Okay, create. Oh, wait a minute, I'm in the wrong step. Of course, you need to change the IP address to reflect that is your gateway. So use user etc route. No. No, I'm not going to use UUCP. Oh, you just add this line. Okay. Do I need to do it inside the if here? Probably not. Nope. Alright, so we need to go to the end of the line, append, and we're going to add this line. I should probably put a note so I can say, future Eric, what the heck were you thinking? Or future Eric can say, what the heck were you thinking? Set the default type, default route by adding the following ref aux-penelope.com. Okay. And that's it for this. So escape. On, right, quit. Good. Alright, next we need to mess with resolv.conf. Let's resolv. Oh, no. NOS resolv.conf. Doesn't exist. Okay. You're creating it. So vi resolv, and I typed that wrong. resolv.conf. Insert. To browse the internet, we must provide a means to resolve host names. Enter, let's do a new line. Enter, I hope the pound symbol is the comment for this file. Should be. Enter your DNS server info in the following format. Ref aux-penelope.com. So we do domain. Don't really have a domain name. If you don't know your DNS info, check the support page of your internet provider. So this would actually be google.com name server. I think this is, yes. That should be good enough. I don't think the domain's actually important. Yeah, there's a note. This file is named resolv without an e.conf, not resolv with an e.conf. Must be a common mistake people make. So, escape, right, quit. Alright. Reboot one last time for the changes to take effect. Okay, here goes nothing. Restart. Ding. You know, normally I'm not comfortable demonstrating my ignorance this way, but I figure this is the way to go. You know, just muddle my way through it, see whether it works or not, and you know, then I'll blog post the actual instructions for doing this so that people can refer to them. So that they're not wasting their time watching me do it wrong 3 times first. But why not? Welcome to Macintosh. Booting up a little faster this time because it doesn't have to rebuild things. Hopefully. Welcome to workgroup server 95. I love the Picasso style artwork on these things. I need to get some of Javier's t-shirts. If you haven't been, boy, and I've yet to order something because I'm lazy and I haven't gotten around to it. Let me see if I can show this. So if you go to 8-Bit Tees, Javier's got a lot of cool stuff, you know, coffee mugs and, you know, Apple-ish similar branded things. But I've kind of trolled through the selection there, and there's several things that I think I'm gonna either get myself for Christmas or convince someone to buy them for me. But he's got some cool stuff up there, so check it out. Okay, starting background processes. I'll be amazed if this works the first time. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. So if you like the content that I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, ring the bell, allow notifications from YouTube if you want the bell to work. If you don't like the content, like it anyway. You know, I could use the positive reinforcement. So this is something out of my comfort zone, but it's fun. It's all in good fun. So you know, like trying to help Steve last night, I knew it was the least efficient way to help him with advice on how to do those floppy drives, but it was really entertaining. I got really frustrated, and you know, he made comments like, Eric is probably screaming right now. I wasn't screaming, but I was trying to scream and type, you know, and text in the comments. So that was entertaining. But you know, we got a great community here. There's a lot of great people. You know, I fixed the only reason why I was trying to help Steve is that others helped me. Dave from Dave's Computer Videos. I can't remember what the title of his stream is now. You know, he helped me do that. Garth Beagle helped me out by sending me a gear that had broken in my floppy drive. You know, and it took a couple of weekends to do it, but we got it working. So that was awesome. All right, so let's go see if we can see anything in the control panel. Of course, I don't have a browser installed or anything. But let's just, maybe we got lucky and, okay, well, it's got the IP address that I gave it. There is no gateway though. Oh, here, oh, that's, okay. I didn't put the gateway address as the router number. So, I don't know if that's going to work or not. But I'll check my router to see whether it shows up there. I could do that. Attached devices. I could ping this maybe. So I don't see it listed. So I might not have, it's probably because I don't have the gateway address set right. So ping when I command line Eric. not browser. Ping 192.168.1.66. Destination host unreachable. Okay, so that's not working. Alright. So I have to go back and figure that out. Well, I'm going to end the live stream here. Sorry to keep you guys in suspense. But, oh, I wanted to show you guys something. So, people are left. I don't know if any of you are going to VCF, Vintage Computer Festival Midwest in Chicago, September 10th and 11th. But one of the things I did was purchase some t-shirts. Or made some t-shirts up. Now these aren't for these aren't available for sale. They're just an experiment to see whether or not they would come out. But so hopefully you can see that. So Eric's Edge with, I do analog film photography, and that's a HyperCard stack and a classic Mac and AUX. So hopefully, yep, the delay in video, you can see it. Not a green screen. And then I got another one that I made. Dana scanned a CD with AUX 3.0 on it that had the the graphic design that they put on the front of the material, the manuals, that kind of thing. And I asked if I could use it to make a t-shirt, and I got the go ahead for it, but it is registered with Apple, yada yada yada. So again, not something that's going to be for sale, but I thought it was a pretty cool thing, so I wanted to represent at VCF Midwest, so there you go. That's kind of neat. I like that. The cheapest shirts I could get from Vistaprint and it's not bad. My eldest daughter is into graphic design. It's not her career, but she enjoys it, and she helped me out with getting Photoshop to do it correctly, and make the AUX font heavier so that it would show up properly in case it didn't silk screen. So anyway, so I'll be sporting those. I'll also have a Marcintosh t-shirt from Ron's store. So if you want any of that kind of swag, go to Ron's Computer Videos. He's got a link to his t-shirt place, and there's a selection of Ron's Computer Videos t-shirts and also the Marcintosh one. So that's awesome. Maybe I'll do something down the road and offer them up, but that's what I've got so far, just doing that. Anyway, I guess that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks everybody for coming out and sticking with me. I think the card works fine, but I'll get networking set up sometime today, and then I'll post and show it working. Maybe I'll do another quick live stream where I browse the internet from it or something. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you on the next video. And where did I put OBS so I can do the outro? All right, thanks.